today it is nearly 60,000 lawyers. And I understand all over India, around 17 lakh lawyers enrolled across the nation. There exists huge disparities between the elite at the top of the profession and young lawyers who support them and make their success possible. New entrants to the legal profession need to be helped find their feet. Advocates Welfare Fund Act of 2001, which the Ministry of Law and Justice to administer, is a beginning in this regard. The Act provides for the constitution of the Welfare Fund for the benefit of advocates all over the country, and also makes a provision for 20% of the annual enrollment fee of advocates registered with a state bar council to be remitted to the welfare fund maintained by the individual state bar council. Aside from the enrollment fees of advocates, other sources of funding for these welfare funds, including voluntary contributions, contributions from other advocates, contributions from the Bar Council of India, and also sums collected by way of sale of welfare stamps affixed on the Wakalatnama. Advocates Welfare Fund Act provides that the trustee committee will have the power to make ex gratia payments to any member advocate, and every such member advocate who has been a member of the fund for 5 years will be entitled to receive a certain sum, the amount of which is determined after an assessment of such members' practice and also taking into account their number of years in practice. The Act also provides that if an advocate ceases to practice as a result of permanent disability, the trustee committee may pay such member an amount similar to what such individual would be entitled to receive according to the length of their practice. Trustee committee of such funds is also required to take group life insurance on the life of the members of the fund and may use the funds for constructions or maintenance of common facilities for its members. As with many of the laws in the country, the challenge is to ensure effective implementation of this legislation. I am sure there is also need to mobilize additional resources for the welfare fund. I hope the seminar will focus on how the goals of the Advocates Welfare Fund Act can be made and obstacles in the path of effective implementation removed. Surely, the Union Minister and state government will look into the recommendations of this seminar. Law is a very demanding profession and can be particularly arduous for the lady members who have to juggle familial obligations alongside professional tasks. I have absolutely no doubt that women lawyers are as good, if not better, than many of their male counterparts. Unfortunately, they are still to get their full share. The Supreme Court has had only a handful of the lady judges so far, and designated senior advocates are also few in number. There is a need for conscious effort to establish a level playing field in this regard. Lawyers should drive the fulfillment of democratic values, and lawyers as a group must campaign for positive change in society while representing their clients, preserve the rule of law, and act as safeguards of the individual rights of citizens. Lawyers have a larger role to play in our constitutional democracy and should not shy away from from its responsibility. I am confident the deliberations in the seminar will generate new ideas on additional welfare activities which could be undertaken and how to go about the same. I would like to use this occasion to call upon the judges to take special efforts to encourage young members of the bar by considering them for local commissions and appointments as amicus curiae or friends of the court in cases of public importance. I am sure such initiatives will boost the confidence and morale of the younger members of the legal fraternity. I congratulate the Bar Council of Delhi for having taken the lead in organizing a seminar of this nature, which is of significance to lawyers across the country. I wish the seminar and its participants every success. I hope these deliberations will lead to concrete action by the Bar Council of Delhi as well as all concerned authorities. Let me conclude with a quote from two legal scholars, Mr. Renard Strickland and Mr. Frank T. Reid. According to them, I quote, "At the most pragmatic level, lawyers are society's professional problem solvers. Lawyers are called upon to make distinctions, to explain how and why cases or experiences are alike or different. Lawyers are expected to restore equilibrium, to be balancers. Every discipline, every profession, every job, and every calling has a cutting edge. At the cutting edge, lines are drawn. Lawyers and judges are society's ultimate line drawers. On one side of the line, the conduct, action, or inaction is proper. On the other side of the line, it is not." Unquote. Let me also repeat to my young lawyer friends the words of Abraham Lincoln, a former President of the United States and himself an eminent lawyer. I quote, "Let no young man choosing the law for a calling for a moment yield to the popular belief, resolve to be honest at all events, and if in your own judgment you cannot be an honest lawyer, resolve to be honest without being a lawyer." Unquote. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I congratulate the Bar Council of Delhi for organizing this seminar, and all of us are looking forward to the deliberations of this seminar. Thank you. Jai Hind.